Valeriy Ostrikov, member of the board of directors of GemSpace Group of Companies speaking. Greetings, dear colleagues and friends, and welcome back to our briefing with developers today. We would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to our exceptional and ever so expanding team of developers as their hard work, creativity, and dedication to innovation continue to shape and elevate all of our products across the board, including all of their ecosystems, making them truly extraordinary. And let's now continue by answering the questions that we received for the board of directors. When will dividends on Class C and Class D shares be paid? As we've discussed already previously, this will happen immediately upon the first sale of licenses. The process is currently ongoing at different stages in various countries, and we hope that over time our efforts and actions will pay off. Overall, this is an ongoing and time-demanding process, so please stay in touch and follow our latest news. Please advise whether Class D shares will be converted to Class C shares. We are currently working on developing this aspect, as the previous direction to which Class D shares were subject to has now been put on hold temporarily. A comprehensive solution will be offered in a timely manner. Other certificates for GemSpace shares listed in the fund, and other plans to introduce any certificates or documents to confirm ownership of Class C dividend shares. Correct. Please note, however, this process is fairly lengthy, taking around 6 months to complete. In other words, we are creating a separate section within the investment fund on which shares dividends will be paid out, and the process is still ongoing. Please clarify whether the application will be sold this year, and is it true that the main GemSpace project is being sold? Has it been officially announced that the country's regions are buying it in parts? Please clarify accordingly. Allow me to give you an official explanation as of currently. The decision to sell has not been finalized just yet. Negotiations are ongoing, with some mixed rumors about discussions in 3 to 4 regions. Here as well, 2 main issues are under consideration nonetheless. The sale will proceed only if certain conditions are met, such as, in other words, the sale depends on meeting these predefined criteria. The number of users needs to reach 50 million plus, and secondly, we need to reach a sale amount that all shareholders will be satisfied with. In our concept, main application could potentially sell to several regions of the world. In other news, I would like to discuss the topic of the current situation in the world today. Right now, we are seeing that cyber attacks, phishing, and data leaks are becoming increasingly common. In other words, civilization is advancing so quickly technologically that security measures have not kept up, especially in mass communications, and this affects many areas accordingly. In all countries across continents, scammers are stealing money. It turns out that government corporations are under threats and end up losing billions. Some popular solutions, though they don't always meet strict standards because, as everyone understands, information is valuable and costly today, so everyone tries to accumulate this information within their entities. Thus, banks, government agencies, and corporations require protected, sovereign, and secure communication. Regulators and security policies related to data preservation demand that data must be stored exclusively within the jurisdiction where it is collected. No one could have anticipated that statistical data or user information would be considered strategic assets, but it is today. Our analysts reviewed the World Bank's report and estimated that the secure communication market will grow from approximately up to $38 billion. The overall market's total size is projected to reach a staggering $341 billion as well. When all figures are combined, it exceeds $400 billion, an immense amount of money comparable to almost arms sales and other economic sectors. Basically, due to the increase in cyber threats and attacks, we're all starting to work remotely and communicate less offline, moving to online, specifically switching to cloud-based localized solutions. The products that we created and continue to develop today are exactly what this market sector requires today. Under certain conditions, and the overall market development trends and the potential value of the products suggest that it will be quite remarkable. The faster it progresses over time, the higher the likelihood becomes, especially since besides our main product, which is GemSpace B2C Super App, which has close to 50 million downloads today, we've also developed another offering, GemTeam, a completely unique encrypted solution including end-to-end encryption, which is highly flexible as well. In other words, a cloud solution can be hosted on the cloud. It can also be properly set out on localized physical servers as well, which we do encourage. Now, this reflects the experience of building a sophisticated technological solution that GemSpace has over 45 plus million users shows that our team not just theoretically is familiar with how to solve these issues of today's world, we also have practical experience. So to put it simply, we can quickly localize, we have excellent support, and if the client opts for on-premise hosting, we can also have very high security along with strong internal corporate functions. Our team of technical specialists works tirelessly, and some of them are even headed to Qatar to assist clients and conduct platform implementation directly in person. Now, the next point I wish to make today is about the fact that despite the summer is ongoing and the holiday season is upon us, we still have the opportunity to achieve great results. From my own experience, I can say that even small changes in your life require effort. It is true, but if minor efforts lead to quick transformations, you should be wary. On the other hand, if you have natural organic options that you have invested a lot of effort into, it will provide you with sustainable and reliable results. In general, I would like to discuss how to set achievable goals for ourselves in 2025. Now, this slide offers information and the methods that can help you do that are based on principles that I have personally tested and verified myself. First, the main point is game. We're accustomed to achieving goals, but what does that mean? This involves responsibility. That's the burden that falls on all of us. In general, if we want to move toward our goal easily, we should approach it like it is a game. Basically, taking a game mindset can make it easier for us to achieve our goals because the most important thing is to have passion. Because passion is essential. Passion is a great indicator that your internal drive is serious about something. It shows that you chose your goal yourself and not the other way around. Excitement reflects your internal state, your genuine desire to achieve this set goal. Now, the second key is your mental state, of course. How much your mental condition allows you to achieve what you've set for yourselves recently. There are many techniques for that actually. The key is learning how to bring yourself to a certain mental state, but ultimately, your inner state is entirely dependent on your passion and your motivation. The next point is about understanding the why. You need to clearly ask yourself from within, why do you need this? Every person has their own internal reason for a goal, which makes it impossible to connect or unify. One person needs it for themselves, while another might look at it and say otherwise. Basically, you need to ask yourself this question first. Why is it especially so important to you? The next characteristics are the people around you, those who surround you. They are very important. Be mindful of the energy you spend and protect it. Recognizes this helps you avoid unnecessary resistance from your surrounding and overcome challenging more effectively. And in fact, the environment should encourage you to move toward your next goal, like adding your next ingredient. Of course, staying focused all the time is tough, but remember, this is also a matter of your inner self. If it gets a bit hard, taking a short break will help you return with renewed, established clarity. Never stop focusing. Never stop wanting and never stop learning. Now, these are very important principles you must go by, but the final ingredient is, of course, energy. If you look at people who always succeed and seem to have everything, you will notice how they remain energetic at all times. Their resilience and energy are what sets them apart. In other words, they have a high level of internal energy, enabling them to understand what level of risks or danger they are capable of handling. It's about developing the skill to deal with various life's challenges without losing momentum, all while maintaining enthusiasm and vitality. Now, this is a skill that needs to be cultivated over time, but achieving your goal is always a certainty. When all these ingredients are combined in the right order, you can confidently say that this is one of the tools that is the formula of your success. And on this note, I would like to thank you for your time thus far today and pass the word to Alexander Kachinovsky, the member of the board of directors of GemSpace Group of Companies, who will finalize our conference today.